Please proceed.
At this time, state calls Officer Holmes.
I'm here.
Officer Holmes, can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter pending is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
I do.
Hey, you can lower your hand. Can you introduce yourself and spell your name for the record?
William Jamal Holmes.
And Officer Holmes, whom are you employed by?
City of Jonesboro.
How long have you been with the City of Jonesboro?
Since 2014, 8 years.
Judge, I'm seeing a picture of Officer Holmes, but when he's speaking, his lips aren't moving.
Yes, I just noticed that same thing. So I was about to point out that I want to make sure that we have the correct Holmes here. I'm looking for Officer W. Holmes, who I think is the one with the video. Mr. Holmes, if you could put yourself on mute.
I don't think that's me. I work for the Forest Park.
Okay, let's try this again. Officer Holmes with Forest Park, can you raise your right hand?
I don't. Okay.
He said that's not him. It's a Jamal Holmes that's on here. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's me, man. I'm one. Man, it's me. It's one.
So, sir, if you could turn on your device.
I'm trying to, man.
I believe that's the Holmes.
No, the officer in this case, Judge, is W. Holmes. So that's the individual with their video on. Is that correct?
Okay.
No.
That's what he said. He said no. That's what I thought he said. I thought he said no. Is Jamal Holmes? Are you W. Holmes?
Yes. It's Jamal's my middle name. I'm William Jamal Holmes. That's me. And Gary Johnson's my case. I'm looking for my camera now.
He was like, no, that's not him.
So then the other Officer Holmes, you can turn off your video and mute yourself. We'll get to your case.
Do I have a case? I didn't receive anything until just now.
Okay. Do you have the case name? Who's the defendant?
It was this Mr. Gary Johnson, but that's not my case.
That's not your case? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Then you're officer.
Are there any other cases on the calendar?
No, ma'am. You have a great day.
All right, got it.
Okay, there we are.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Officer Jamal Holmes, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear from testimony given this matter pending before the court is truth, whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can you introduce yourself and spell your name for the record?
My name is William Holmes, WILLIAM HOLMES.
And whom are you employed by?
City of Jonesboro.
Okay. Were you working with the City of Jonesboro back on December 28th of 2020?
Yes, sir.
And did you respond to the BP gas station on that date?
Yes, sir.
And whom did you make contact when you arrived at that BP gas station?
I made contact with Stephanie Shedrick.
Okay. And what did Mr. Cedric advise you had occurred?
He advised me that he was robbed at gunpoint at 8240 Terra Boulevard, the whole Extended State, during which his firearm was taken from him.
Okay. Did you then respond to the Homewood?
Home one, yes, sir.
Home one. And when you arrived at the Home one, what did you do in terms of an investigation?
I got with the security guard, and he presented some video footage of the incident that took place, where he identified Mr. Johnson as the man robbing Mr. Shedrick at the parking lot. The camera. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying the video footage indicated Mr. Shedrick pulls into the parking lot and parks on the south side of the building, adjacent to room 126. And as he parked in the vehicle, a black male, another black male he identified as Richards, approaches the front, and Mr. Johnson approaches the side, passenger side, appearing to brandish a firearm. And Mr. Cedric exits the vehicle with his hands up, walks toward the front. Then Mr. Johnson enters the driver's side vehicle, appearing to take an object, which Mr. Cedric identified as firearm.
Okay. And when you were speaking with the victim in this case, was he familiar with the defendant in any form? Like, did he know the defendant's name, anything like that?
He knew the defendant's name. He said he knew him through a mutual friend.
Okay, but he did know the defendant's name?
He did know the defendant's name, yes.
Okay. And did you at that time then take out warrants for Mr. Johnson?
I believe I did.
Okay, but he was not on scene to be arrested, or was he on scene to be arrested?
No, sir, he was not on scene to be arrested.
Okay. But you observed the security footage of the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you see the individual who you saw in that security footage here present on Zoom today?
Yes, sir.
Can you identify them by an article of clothing and what the title is of their video?
Plain County Jail, orange jumpsuits.
Okay. Let the record reflect that the officer has identified the defendant. And officer, to your knowledge, is the home 1 location within Clay County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nothing further at this time, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Morgan, your witness.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't realize I had not unmuted. No questions.
Okay. Okay, does the state have any other witnesses?
You're
You want
muted,
me?
sir.
No, Judge. State rests at this time.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Morgan, any witness for the defense?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, we're ready for argument. The state?
State waives opening.
Okay, Attorney Morgan?
I will submit on the evidence, Your Honor.
Okay.
State
the state?
waives on the evidence, Judge.
Okay. So ordered. I do find sufficient probable cause to bound the case over to Superior Court. Therefore, for the charge of armed robbery will be bound over. That is the order of the court today, and that will conclude your preliminary hearing, Mr. Johnson. Thank you.
We will address bond at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Attorney Morgan, I think that's it for you, correct?
It is, Judge, and thank you so much for accommodating my schedule.
No problem.